The Whispering Woods, in a small, sleepy village nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, lived a curious 6-year-old named Lily. Lily was known for her boundless energy and inquisitive nature. She spent her days exploring the fields, climbing trees, and chasing butterflies. The forest that bordered her village was a place of wonder and mystery, often whispered about in stories told by the village elders. It was said to be enchanted, with trees that could talk and animals that understood human. One crisp autumn afternoon, Lily ventured into the forest, drawn by the golden light filtering through the canopy. She had heard tales of a hidden meadow where the sun always shone, even on the gloomiest days. Determined to find it, she pushed past the familiar boundaries and deeper into the woods than she had ever gone before. The forest was alive with sound, rustling leaves, chirping birds, and the occasional distant snap of a twig. Lily skipped along, her laughter echoing among the trees. But as the sun began to dip below the horizon, she realized she had ventured farther than she intended. The once familiar path was now obscured by dense undergrowth, and the friendly light of day was replaced by the shadows of dusk. Panic began to rise in her chest. She called out for her parents, but her voice seemed swallowed by the vastness of the forest. The enchanting forest she had once admired now seemed foreign and intimidating. The trees seemed taller, their branches stretching like skeletal fingers in the growing darkness. Lily wandered through the forest, her small feet tired and her heart heavy. Just as tears began to well up in her eyes, she heard a soft, melodic voice. It was as if the forest itself was speaking to her. "Lost, are you?" the voice murmured gently. Lily turned and saw a small, radiant creature perched on a branch, a fairy with delicate wings that shimmered in the dim light. The fairy's eyes were kind and knowing. "I'm trying to find my way back home," Lily said, her voice trembling. "Can you help me?" The fairy nodded, her wings fluttering. "Follow me, and I'll guide you. The forest is old and full of secrets, but it's not unkind. It just needs you to listen." With newfound hope, Lily followed the fairy through winding paths and overgrown trails. As they walked, the fairy sang a soothing lullaby, and the forest seemed to come alive with gentle luminescence. Flowers bloomed in their path, and the trees parted to reveal hidden clearings. It was as if the forest itself was welcoming Lily and aiding her journey home. After what felt like an eternity but was only a few hours, they reached a familiar clearing. Lily's heart leapt with joy as she saw her village in the distance. The fairy hovered for a moment, her eyes twinkling. "You're almost home now," she said softly. "Remember, the forest will always be here, full of wonder and magic. But it's important to know your way and listen to its whispers." Lily thanked the fairy with a wide smile, and the creature nodded before disappearing into the twilight. Lily ran towards the village, where her parents were frantically searching for her. They scooped her up in their arms, their relief palpable. That night, as Lily lay in bed, she thought about her adventure. The forest had seemed so different from the stories she had heard. Its magic was real, but it was also wise and kind. She drifted off to sleep with dreams of shimmering fairies and whispering trees, knowing that the forest, though sometimes mysterious, was a friend she could always count on. And from that day on, Lily never ventured into the woods without a plan and always remembered to listen to its whispers, knowing that even in the darkest places, there could be a light to guide her home.